Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 9 to the Skies, where last time we got some Botania going, but between episodes, as you can see, I've been doing a few things. So I didn't get to do any building last time because of all the setbacks we had with this thing. Between episodes, I've just done a little bit, got a bit of a path going up to our room up here, where we've got the automated living rock and living wood, and then just got a little path coming down here into the bit that we did last time, and that's the mana generation with the Wither Aconite. Those are getting sent into a mana pool, and then the mana spreader is taking that into the runic altar. And we do have this fully automated. It didn't seem to be working very well towards the end of the last episode, but I figured out it was because one of these was too close and it was picking one of these up and not picking everything up off there. So now that is all fixed, I've been doing a few runes and I've tested this with quite a few, and I've done like 10 at a time, and it works absolutely perfectly. So we now have the runic altar completely automated, and if you've ever done this manually for quite a lot of runes, you'll know how much of a big deal that is. So very happy that that's done. But the first thing I want to get done today is up the mana storage, and the way I'm going to do that is have another 3 mana pools, but we're going to put those around a mana splitter. So if we just have a look at that, I've already got that in here, but don't really need it because it's just living rock and 2 mana steel. So if we just grab that, and then we just need to put this, I think we'll put that there, and if we take our wand of the forest, we can direct these mana spreaders to that, and then this will split the mana that it receives between 4 mana pools. So we just need to put another 3 mana pools down, and then we can put those down there, not like that, did that one wrong, so put that like that, and then those will all start filling up as well. Nice. Okay, so we need to get into the next levels of Botania today, and the first thing we want to do is upgrade these mana spreaders. So to do that, we need to craft the Elven mana spreader, and for that we need Dreamwood. So to get Dreamwood, we need to send living wood through the Alfheim portal. So to do this, we need to get a little bit of Terrasteel. Now we only need 1 ingot of Terrasteel for this to work, but that is a bit of a process on its own, so this is what we need to do. So if we have a look in the Lexica Botania, there is a section that shows you how to do this. So it's just in the first section in Basics and Mechanics, and then Terrasteel. So we just need to craft the agglomeration plate, but then we also need to place it down on this thing here. So if we click Visualize, it can put a template of it in the world, and then we can click down where we want this to go. So if we just, I think down here would be a good spot. So if we just dig that there, and if we right click there, that will lock it there. So we can now come back. If we just dig out the blocks that we had here, I can come back and replace it with what should be there. So it's just lapis, living rock, and then the agglomeration plate on top. So we just need to craft that first, and I already have a pattern set up for it, so let's just get one of these. It's just all the essence runes and a rune of mana, and then a bit of mana steel. Do that, nice and simple. We need a bit of living rock, and then some lapis blocks as well. So following this, we can just put these down, like that, and then the living rock goes in the other ones, and then this one just in the middle, like that, and that has marked it as complete. To use this, all we need to do is throw down some of the basic Botania resources onto here, and it'll suck up a load of mana and turn them into Terrasteel. The problem is, it uses a lot of mana, and these things are nowhere fast enough. So what we need to do is craft another way of transferring mana, and that is called a spark. And I think I've already got the pattern for this as well, so let's just do this. You need blaze powder for this, I think. So yeah, we're just going to get 2 sparks, because you need 1 at each end. So we'll do that. So yeah, this is just petals, blaze powder, and gold nuggets. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do a few more. So just like that. And then if we put a spark on there, and then we can also put these on the mana pools. So I'm probably going to ignore that one because I can just use that for the runic altar. But if I just put them on here, what should happen is they should take it from there. I may need to put an augment on here, but I'm just going to try this as it is for now. So we need this to build up a little bit, and these are pretty fast, but it's just, look, these are all backed up. These just can't transfer it fast enough. So I have set up something else to speed this along a bit. So in the mob farm, we are getting these things called bags, and I think they're all emptied out into here now, but we are getting tons of stuff out of this. I've got this set up so it's exporting these bags, the spoils bag, into here. This is then taken into this click machine, and it right clicks them onto this chest, and it opens them all out into here. Now I have a ton of stuff to get rid of, and I have some things filtering out that I'm just throwing away, and other things go into my ender chest and into my storage drawers. So the thing that we really want from that is the black lotus, which is these things, and I've got 300 of them, so that's not bad at all. So with these, you just throw them into a mana pool and you get free mana from it. So I'm just going to go do that, speed this along a bit, and then we can get on with doing this Terrasteel. Yeah, so where are we? That's hardly anywhere. So if I just throw a few of these in here, they don't go by much, and there is a more advanced version called the Blacker Lotus, but you can't get those from the bags. You need to get into the bees to do that. But as you can see there, that has gone up quite a lot. So if we just have a look at the recipe for Terrasteel, it uses a full mana pool. That's what that blue bar means there. So I'm going to need to wait for these to get at least to a half each. So to do that, I suppose we can just fill them up with the Black Lotus, can't we? Right, so between them, they have a full pull. So we should be able to do the Terrasteel now. So again, if we just look at the recipe, we need 1 mana steel, 1 mana pearl, and 1 mana diamond, which we definitely have. So let's grab those. So if we just click these onto here, that is transferring from the spark, and you'll see these mana pools go down a lot. That is just draining that. And slowly that will turn into 1 Terrasteel. And there it is, we have our first Terrasteel. So we just need to turn that into nuggets, and we can craft everything we need for the portal of Alfheim. Okay, so a little bit of time has passed, and I've changed this platform up a little bit. It did curve around here, and I was having trouble finding a spot to put the portal for Alfheim in. So I've got this overhanging a little bit, and just built this down so it looks like it's nice and sturdy, and I think that looks pretty good. So I've also moved this across by 1, because it was 1 out from this, and I wanted to keep it in line. So yeah, that was worth doing. And now we can do the portal to Alfheim. So if you have a look in here, and then go into Alphamancy, and the only entry we have at first is the portal to Alfheim. So if we click on that, just like with the Terrasteel setup, we also have a preview in here. So it tells us what we need to build. So if we just, can we do it there? Is that alright? I want to do it in line with this again. But I'll do it there, because it sometimes throws the items behind it, so I'll keep it like that. So a couple of things we need to craft. So let's do it in here so we have a bit more space. First one we need is 3 of the glimmering living wood, and that's just living wood with glowstone, so just 3 of those. We also need to craft this, the Elven Gateway core, and that is actually it. So we just need some living wood and these 2 things, and that's all we need to get going. Well, for building the portal anyway. First thing, the Gateway core goes at the bottom, then we have the living wood at the side, and then we can put the corners on as well, but they're not needed. And then we'll go up by 1, then the glimmering wood, and then up again, and then just same on the other 2 sides. We just have the glimmering wood in the middle, like that, and then one of those, and one of those, and that's it. And I will keep the corners in as well. So now, to light this, unfortunately, it's not just flint and steel. What we need to do is tap this with the Wand of the Forest once it's got enough mana. So we just right-click that, and actually it does try doing it, but it won't work because we haven't got the other setup done. So these a bit, we need 2 mana pools. Just put these in the corners like this. That's the easiest way to do it. And we need to transfer, I think we need half a pull in each of these to get this going. So all of these are full. And I also, already on me, I have a full mana tablet. So what we can do with this, if we throw this into there, and make sure that that is going that way. If we shift right click it, we'll send from the pull into the tablet, but by default it goes from the tablet into the pull. So we can put some of that in there, but we're also going to need some more sparks as well, so we can transfer this all the time. So let's grab a couple more sparks. Oh no, we've already got 2. That'll do for me. So we'll just go like that. And then I might as well get another mana tablet, to be honest. So I've got a decent amount of mana in those 4 pulls. So let's grab that. Throw that into there. And make sure that is going into the tablet. How's that doing? Right, so I think that's empty now. Because I think these hold half. Yeah, these hold half a pull. So we can put that one in there and do the same thing with that, and these should fill up fairly quickly, but once we get the next level of mana spreader, this should go a little bit better. Okay, so grab that and we'll put that into there. So while those are doing that, we can get on with the last bit, and that is to get 2 of the pylons that go on here. So I have all the recipes set up for the pylons, and the basic one is the mana pylon, and this is just the basic stuff: mana diamond, mana steel, and gold. And then we use those to craft the Natura pylons, and that is where we use the other 6 Terrasteel, because we use 3 of them in the gateway core, and now we need 2 of these, 3 each, so that is the other 6. So if we just have a look in here again at the Natura pylon, we just need 2 of these, and that should craft those up nice and quick. And then we can just put those on top of here. I'll grab that, and I think we should have enough mana in there to get going. Oh no, we don't. Need a little bit more in that one. Now I'll probably be able to throw this in now. Oh, there we go. Right, so we'll leave that to fill up in there. But now if we right click this, these should work. So with this is how we can get some of the other crafting materials from Botania. So if we just grab some of this stuff, so we have, I think you can do it with the mana powder, but really want the mana steel, the mana pearls, and the mana diamonds. So if we just throw some mana steel in there, so I'll throw a stack in there, and I should end up with half a stack of that. Let's just have a look, see if that all comes through. Lost a bit on there. This is why I put it a little bit away, because it does go out the back sometimes. So yeah, we have half stack there. I'm not sure about the mana powder. Does that give you anything? No, I probably just lost that. Alright, anyway. Mana diamonds definitely do. And this gives us the dragonstone. And then the mana pearls give us the pixie dust. Okay, so that's all those, and those are 1-to-1, but with the elementum ingot, you get 1 for 2 mana steel ingots. So if you have a look at the quest, I must have done a few by now, I haven't looked at these for a bit. Okay, so it's all crafting of the armor, which I don't really want to do yet. Living wood. Oh, you're not supposed to use the logs. Well, they work anyway, so let's just get some of those. Oh, do you craft it? Right, okay, craft into those. Alright, so that's those done, and then we've done that. So I suppose the next bit really is we could actually do the Gaia Guardian fight. Oh, I don't know if I'm equipped to do the second one, but I suppose we could set this up, couldn't we? So there is an extra step because we have Mythic Botany. One of the recipes has changed. So if we have a look at the pylons again, to get this one, you normally craft it with these. But in this case, if we have a look at the recipe for the Gaia pylon, it's actually with this, the Alfsteel pylon. And this is crafted from the Natura pylon, 2 gas tiers, and the Alfsteel nugget. So to get Alfsteel, we need another setup similar for the Terrasteel, and this is using the stuff we've just got, and with this crazy setup down here. So I need to figure out how this works. I think it's gold, the mana infuser, don't know. Yeah, I might actually be able to do that. So we need a bit of dream wood. So yeah, I didn't get the wood, did I? So if we take a stack of living wood and throw that through there, we'll get the dream wood, and this is what we use to craft up the upgraded mana spreaders. Right, so for this, we need another rune called the Rune of Asgard, which we don't have a pattern set up for this, but it looks fairly straightforward. So it's just the usual Botania runes, netherite ingot, no problem, and a new thing called the Rod of the Bifrost, which we haven't done yet, but with the materials we've just got, we can craft one of these. And I might as well just do this manually and get everything I need for this. So it was netherite ingot, and then we also need Rune of Air, Rune of Autumn, and Rune of Pride, so that shouldn't be a problem. Air, Autumn, and then we just need to do a Rune of Pride. Right, so I've got the Rune of Pride, netherite ingot, and the Rod of the Bifrost. So now we just need Rune of Air and Rune of Autumn. So if I stick all these on here, you, and you. Oh yeah, I'm doing this manually, so I need my living rock, don't I? So I'll put that on there. And there we go. So it's the Rune of Asgard. Right, so with this, now should be able to do this. So I just need to craft a glimmering dreamwood. So first we need to just craft some dreamwood like that. And then craft that into the glimmering dreamwood. Okay, so now that should be the mana infuser. Nice. Okay, so I just need to figure out the setup, and I'll probably put that in line with this as well. And one of the other things I forgot to do is if I throw my Lexica Botania through the portal of Alfheim, I also get the upgraded version, and this should have some more chapters in, and maybe be able to help us out with this mana infuser. Right, this is what I want. So if I get this, and what is this? So if we do that, I'm going to put that down here. So it's Shimmer Rock, which is this stuff. And how do you craft this? So it's Bifrost block with living rock. That's okay. Right, that used up my Rod of the Bifrost, so I'm going to have to craft another one of those. And then we need to craft up a few of the Bifrost blocks, don't we? So I think that's just Alf Glass, which you get from Elven Trade. So you just throw mana glass into there. So first thing we need to do with the mana glass, don't we? So I've got some glass. Let's just do half a stack of this. Throw that into the mana pool. So that's giving us half a stack of mana glass. Throw that into there. And we'll get Alf Glass. And then we just need to craft that with the Rod of the Bifrost. Right, that gives us the Bifrost block. So we take the Bifrost block with Living Rock. And that gives us Shimmer Rock. Okay, so I just need to get some more Living Rock, don't I? Put that in there with those. So that's that. And these are the ones that I need in the middle there. There, and there. Like that. And then finally, we just put the mana infuser on top. And that's it. Right, so we just need to get another spark. And this does use 1.5 pulls to do the Terrasteel. So we'll put that on there. And hopefully this will work. So looking at the recipe again, we need Dragonstone, Elementium Ingot, and Pixie Dust. One of those, and one of those. That's wrong, innit? What's happened there? Right, that's right, but it doesn't seem to be working. So I'll tell you what, we'll put a Dominant Augment on there, and that hopefully should do the trick. So I'll put that on there, and that basically just prioritizes this one and sends all the mana to it. So that is going to use a lot, but we should be pretty much there. That is a bit fancy, that, isn't it? But it's milking it now. Come on, I want my Terrasteel. There we go. Nice. Okay, so I can turn this into nuggets. Well, let's see if I can do these pylons. So I need 4 of the Gaia pylons. And do I have enough? No, I need some more Terrasteel and a bit more. Actually, no, I can do. I've got all that. So I'll put all this away. I do need to get some more Terrasteel, but right. So I just want to try 4 of these and see what we'll get. So yeah, we're missing 12 Terrasteel nuggets, but that's easy enough to do. We've got everything else. We've got enough of the Alfheim. So I'll get that Terrasteel done, and then we can craft these up and maybe go fight the Gaia Guardian. Right, so I've just done 3 Terrasteel ingots, and I do need to keep one of them for when we do the Ritual of Gaia. But if I just turn 2 of those into nuggets, that is more than enough. So put those back in there, and then try getting the pylons again. I need 4 of these, and we now have enough, so I can get that going. And that's 4 of those. And I also, to do this, I need a beacon, which shouldn't be a problem at all with all the nether stars we've got. And then just a few iron blocks for the beacon base. So I just need 9. And that's it. So I need to set this up somewhere, and I'm definitely not doing this on this island. If you've seen this fight before, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to set up another area for it, quite far away, maybe that way, past where I did the Wither fight originally. And we'll set up a big platform, get all this set up, and we'll probably need to prepare a few things as well. But I'll get the platform done first, we'll build the ritual, and then we can have a look at the next bit. Right, so I've built a stone platform, and I'm just outside of the render distance of my island, so this shouldn't be too much of an eyesore. And I've gone into the Ritual of Gaia in here, and visualized it, and placed that down. So now we can just build all of this, and it's very simple. It's just 9 iron blocks, a beacon, and the Gaia pylons. So I'll put that on there, put the beacon on there. And with these, you do need to build them off the floor like this. So I just put some blocks underneath. And I know this stone isn't the prettiest thing, but it's the thing I got the most of, so I just did that. I've also crafted myself the Infinity Wand as well. And you do this with a Nether Star. So I've been using the Diamond one quite a lot, but I thought it was time for an upgrade considering how many I've got. So let's put these on here. And this won't start it straight away. And now that's done, I can get rid of these blocks underneath. And that is it. So now all we need to do is right click this with the Terrasteel, and it'll start the first level of the Ritual of Gaia. But I'm not going to do it yet. I'm just going to get a few things to prep for it. The first fight isn't too bad, especially as we're pretty overpowered. But I don't think these effects will carry on. I think these all get wiped when the fight starts. So I'm going to need to have a backup. I might get some like overpowered apples or something for absorption and whatever else. And I'm definitely going to get myself a bow because I don't have a decent one. So we'll go do that and then we'll get on with it. Right, so I spent a little bit of time working on a bow, and I've just been over to the enchanter from Ender.io next to my mob farm, and I've just been putting the materials in there to get the books that I need, combining those books with an anvil, and then getting them onto my bow. So I did end up with this thing, which is pretty decent, but I probably won't really need it. Right, so to start the Gaia fight, we're just going to right-click the beacon with the Terrasteel, and this crazy music plays, and this thing spawns. And it looks like I was half right about these effects. So they are getting wiped, but they do try to activate and then just get removed straight away. So having to deal with this constant zooming in and out for the whole fight, which is a little bit annoying, but it does mean that the effects that have like a time duration will hang around. So all the weakness on the mobs and the slowness on the mobs will work. So that is good. So with this fight, all you need to do is just swipe away at this thing, and you just jump around quite a lot, but just chase him down, swipe away at him, and with a decent sword, it's not too difficult. Then when his health gets about this low, it'll fly up in the air and spawn a load of mobs. Now normally if you're doing this and you're not crazy overpowered, this can be a little bit overwhelming, but it's really easy because of all the effects. They're getting the weakness and the slowness, so I can just swipe away at these, get them killed, and then after they're all gone, it goes back down and we can finish him off. Right, so that was pretty easy, and we got 8 Gaia Spirits from that. But if we do the second fight, I believe we get double this. I think we get 16. and you can get some more unique items in the second fight as well. So we are definitely going to do that now. So to start it, we need to craft the Gaia ingot, and that is another Terrasteel with 4 of the Gaia spirits. So that is nice and easy, but as this second fight is going to be a little bit more challenging, there is an item that I forgot to craft in the first one. So what we're going to go for is the Witherless Rose, and this is just 4 nether stars, 4 of these essences, and a rose bush. And would you believe it, the rose bush is the thing that I haven't got. But the nice thing is we can buy this from the market. So if you just come over here and grab one of these, and we can place it down. And I remember when I started this pack, you could twerk these, but that has been patched now. So I'll just grab some bone meal and get a few of these. And then if we craft the Witherless Rose, this means I can't get the wither effect. So this is the thing that can be a bit challenging in this second fight, getting withered. So now we're immune from that, it shouldn't be too bad. Right, so on to the second fight by using the Gaia Spirit on the beacon, and it's pretty much the same thing, you just tend to take a lot more damage. So even though I'm not getting withered this time, I do take a lot more damage. So I tried eating one of my Supremium apples, and these things are supposed to last 3 minutes and give a lot of effects, but it did wear off straight away. So I'm thinking it's the same thing as the everlasting abilities, those just got wiped, but I'm still getting these flashing on and off. So it's a little bit annoying chasing him down again, and I do take a little bit more damage here and there, but because of the effects kicking in every now and then, it's not too bad. Then we get to the stage where it's just the mobs, and there are a few more of these this time, but easy enough, cleared all those out. And then chased him down for the last few hits, and there he's gone. And we do get a few decent rewards from this. So I did get 16 Gaia Spirits, as I thought, a bit of Mana Steel and a few runes as well, but the thing that we really want is this, the Dice of Fate. So if we just right click on this and see what we get the Ring of Odin, which is absolutely brilliant. So if we put this on, as you'll see here, we get another 10 hearts. So just like that, from wearing that ring, we have an extra 10 hearts, which is great. So while I've got them, this should make this a lot easier, shouldn't it? So we might as well get another one of these fights done. So craft up another Gaia ingot, right click that on the beacon, and same thing again, hack away at this thing so it's dead, kill the mobs, and then finish him off. And then this time from the Dice of Fate, we've got the Ring of Loki, which I have absolutely no idea what it does, but we might as well wear it anyway. So lastly, I want to get these mana spreaders upgraded. So to craft the next level, I need to actually use these ones in the craft. So if we just break these, and then we can craft these into the Gaia mana spreaders. And if we put those back down, those might actually keep up with these flowers now. So we'll get those pointed at there with the potency lens on, and that should be much better. Right, so I think that is us pretty much done with Botania. Now, I'm not saying we're fully exhausted what this mod can do, because it is very, very powerful, and if you're playing with Botania just on its own, you can use it for resource collection and mob farming and all kinds of stuff. So obviously in a pack like this, we don't need to do that, but the Gaia Spirits is the main thing that we wanted, and I am going to kill the Gaia Garden a few more times so we can get the other things from the Dice of Fate. And if we just have a look in Botania, I think there's 6 of them. So yeah, we've already got 2 of these ticked off, the Ring of Loki and the Ring of Odin. And we could also get the Flugel Tiara as well, which gives you creative flight just from Botania using mana, which is so cool. But I think now we've got the Gaia Mana Spreader, we can get pretty much everything we need from all this. I think that should do us for Botania. Now, I started this because I wanted to get into Project E, and that is the plan for next time, because to get into the later stages of the game, we definitely need to get Project E done. So if we have a look in here, I want to start working towards a star, but I can't even see the recipe yet, and that's because I need to get all of page 2 of this quest book done. So I am nearly there, and even the stuff down here I have done. I just need, there's a couple of bits I haven't done yet, like the Flux Dust, Marine Fisher, and yeah, I've done that. I haven't done the Time in a Ball, but so yeah, just a couple of bits. So we'll start the next episode by doing that, but then after that, we're definitely going to get into Project T and progress our way through here. So with that, I think I'm going to leave it there. I had a lot of fun doing some Botania again, and I'm very excited to get into the next stages now. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.